Alright, this was a little confusing at first, and I did it wrong the first time. So what you're doing is you're sewing one of the 10.5-inch strips to one side. Then you're sewing one of the squares onto the strip and doing it on the second side. This side over here gets another 10.5-inch strip sewn from the edge of the center block to there, so you've got a opening there, and then the next one with the square gets sewn even with that, but over to here, so that your opposite edges have these little edges that will get cut off. So now that I figured that out, I can do the other ones. Okay, and then the successive strips just kind of get sewn onto the corners. Okay, they don't join over there. Those are the edges that will be cut off eventually. Alright, so what I've done, what I'm going to do is I sew on the 2 white squares onto 2 of the strips, and then I can sew them on there. So, actually I'll probably do all 4 of these, with the 2 of the reds, 2 of those, and then I'll decide on my last strips. Alright, I've got my four different strips sewn on, and you know, I could leave it this size. I mean, there's nothing saying I've got to make it any bigger. I was thinking of putting another one of the holly ones on. Wouldn't stand out quite as much against the red. And then do the border in the green. I might just make this just a small one and just not duplicate the colors there, but just border it in the green, which would be a duplication. I can do that. We've got a road trip coming up next week, and I can get some other Christmas fabrics and actually do one that's fully coordinated. That wouldn't look quite right. I might just leave it with the 4. And just sell this one really cheap, because this has kind of been an experiment. And just cut. I like this. This is really quick and easy to make as well. This is pretty cool. This is different from the other ones. So I found this pattern on Pinterest. And again, it's called a Chevron table runner. I think it's really cool. I could probably make some out of other fabrics that I've got in there too. I've got a stash. Thing is coming up with that 10-inch square for the center. But I think I'll leave it at that and do the green border. So let's see if we can figure that one out.